First of all, guys, your second Grand Slam championship. I know you were talking on court about the significance of the shirt and everything. Just to win here at Flushing Meadows, to win here in New York City, just if you could both comment on how you feel about this championship.
It feels amazing right now. We love coming here. We love playing in New York. I never got to be on Ashe Stadium before. So it was just overwhelming to play a final. My best result here was quarterfinal, and really happy to peak in these 2 weeks and get together a few tough wins. And looking back in the last few weeks, we've been working hard to get to this level, and the confidence that we got from winning the week before and from beating some top teams on the way to the final counted a lot today. It's tough when you get to these matches, tension, expectations, everything around. People start calling you, messages, but you just try to stay focused one more match, and that's what we did so well towards the end of the tournament, and pushed each other to stay focused one more match and to execute. And it's an amazing feeling to get this title here in New York, and felt great in London when we got our first Grand Slam, and we wanted to get that feeling again, and we were trying ever since. And every slam that we're playing, and every slam is special. It's just, today was amazing to be on Ashe. This huge stadium, good support, and very happy to win today.
Yeah, just more of the same, really. It means a lot to win here, to win this tournament. I've made a few semifinals, I think, before, and but obviously never got to the finals. It was great. It was just a great fortnight. We had so many good matches, quality matches. We had tough matches. We had a first-round match that we had to really fight to get through against very stingy opponents. And then we had yesterday's match, which was a semi-miracle, really, because they were playing so much better than we were. But we had a good fight. We had a good fight there in that match. And we talked about it beforehand. We wanted to come into this match with the same kind of fight and grit and try to get through this match at all costs. However, maybe sometimes the tennis in these moments, because of the pressure situation and stuff, is not always going to be great. But we wanted to be there together, for each other, fighting, helping each other out. And today was that kind of a match, because Horia struggled in some service games, and then I struggled in some service games. But we were there, the net guy ready, and good support, trying to give the right advice, say the right thing. So it's I have a great appreciation for this one. I don't want to say, well, maybe more than Wimbledon, in the fact that I know how difficult it is to win a Grand Slam, and this is only my second one. But these things are tough, man. They're not so easy. So I think both of us, we have a great appreciation for the title.
How long have you guys been a team?
4 years now.
4 years now?
Yeah.
You're starting to get a taste of Grand Slam victory. Just making it.
Well, we're done at the end of this year.
You are? That's a joke, I think.
Yeah, 4 years now.
Did it feel like a long time between slams? And obviously, there's people change partners all the time. I don't know if you
Can
guys...
I answer that one?
Yeah.
It feels long, man, after 2015.
Were there rough moments where you guys... People shuffle partners a lot, and you guys have stuck together even for, I don't know, 8 slams of not winning one?
For sure. There's rough moments there, because Horia's a competitor. He wants to win. He tries his best, and I do the same. And if the results are not coming, of course, it's frustrating, and then you end up having a lot of frustrating conversations. You want to be winning matches. You want to be out there playing and finding a good rhythm. And it took us a while there to find some good rhythm. I think what helped a lot was the decision to play in Winston-Salem before this week. And that got us some match rhythm coming into this week. I think we know that we're a rhythm team. Like, once we start winning matches, we already have the belief we can beat anybody, but you still need confidence and to do stuff right on a daily basis to get to that point to beat anybody. We just know that if we're handling those things, you can line up anybody across the net from us, and we have a good chance to win. But it takes work to get to that point. So But to answer your initial question, in my opinion, I don't know how Horia feels about it. Felt 2015 was a long time ago. It's only 2 years ago. I also don't, with that being said, I don't want to lose perspective. Like I said before, it's very difficult to win these things. 2015, but how many slams is that has gone by? Not that many, I guess, you know. So you got to keep up some perspective as well, I guess.
And Jules, on your speech and everything, that's something you planned before, or just
yeah, something I planned with the guy that makes the clothes for me, that came after Charlottesville. And again, it was
after Charlottesville.
Yeah, we decided to come up with this line and play with it, and it's funny, you know, because in the beginning I wasn't getting any questions, and once we started making the semifinals, finals, you know, you get a little bit more attention and more press, and I'm glad that it worked out that way because, again, I have here Lady Liberty on the front of the shirt and a jacket that I wear with the Statue of Liberty in the front and a peace symbol in the back. And again, it's for the stuff that goes on, especially in the U.S. I've been here since I'm 12 years old. It's where I started playing tennis and gave me my opportunity to play. So on the political side of things, I don't know how much the tennis world gets into it, but I just wanted to be, you know, have the conversation going and promoting, again, just freedom and justice. I mean, liberty for everybody. I mean, it's on gender issues, on racial issues, which we deal a lot with in this country. So I feel sometimes at tennis we don't say much about it, you know, but this is just tennis, man. We deal like with real life issues out there. So, and especially I think it's symbolic to be here, man. This is, I mean, New York City, as far as police officers or firefighters, I heard a story of a gentleman that saw my jacket as a firefighter. He liked it. So yeah, it's just on that front, I think it's a good cause.
What brought you here at 12?
Sorry?
What brought you here at 12?
What brought me here?
You said you came here at 12 years old, to the States, yeah.
At 12, what brought me? Well, tennis brought me at 12.
It was tennis.
Yeah, I had to leave Curacao, which is where I'm from, a small island in the Caribbean, and came here, lived with a private coach, and I think Horia came quite young as well, if I'm not...
Yeah, I did the same move at 14.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Regarding, as you mentioned, that how competitive today's doubles field either, I think we have to more appreciate the results which you achieved in the last couple of weeks. I mean, since you played the final, Winston, you won, and now won today, which is congratulated, this victory. Compared to the other Grand Slam warm-up tournaments and preparation, how do you think how important was the last couple of weeks for you when you prepare for Wimbledon or the Roland Garros? So how more difficult for the hardcore season to compare to the clay court season or the Grand Slam?
In this hardcore season, going into the U.S. Open, you played Master Series, you play against the top teams. Everybody's in the draw, so you're gonna play the same guys that are number 8 teams in the world. And we played against continent peers in Montreal. We played against Murray Suarez in Cincinnati, and we lost those matches, close matches. And those matches helped us to make a plan for our wins that we had here, but it wasn't easy. Continent peers, they started the match really well against us yesterday, so we had to fight it through. And getting that win in Winston-Salem gave us that extra confidence that's always useful in those doubles matches where the margin is so small. And that makes the difference sometimes. You know, you look at the double score and it's 2 or 3 points difference. And to be able to get those points, you need to be mentally, physically, technically there all the time. And when you get wins, sometimes those extra points come easier, you know. And when you don't win so many matches, those extra points, they don't go your way because lack of confidence. So you just have to be there mentally every day, all the time. And when you get a few wins, to keep rolling. And we did a great job by doing that in the last 3 weeks, and that's why it was a great decision to play that week before New York and the warm-up tournaments coming into the Grand Slams. Because I know everybody talks about Grand Slams and everybody wants to win the Grand Slams, but the Master Series are important as well. We want to win those as well, and they're difficult. Everybody's playing them. You have top doubles teams. You have good singles players that are trying to play as well in the doubles, and it's a competitive doubles draw. So we're very happy to get every win that we get.
Jules, just on your speech again, like you said, most people in tennis aren't that political openly. What made you want to? Were you nervous at all about speaking out about it, or what made you want to?
No, I come from Curacao, and we have like a no. It's just it's tough because you see a lot of stuff on the news. I don't get too involved. It's not like I'm a political, like a symbol here, but I know that. For example, I come from Curacao, where we have like different races and ethnicities that live together. The first time I actually noticed color was when I came to the U.S. It's a bit sad to say that, but when I was 12 years old, because we don't grow up with that back home. And since then, I've also seen a few things. I have in the Caribbean, we say a black father as well and a white mother. So just seen a few things and from my time there. But again, it's stuff that I know that goes on, and I read the news, and I see a lot of unfair stuff going on. And some of these people don't have a voice to defend themselves and this kind of stuff. But it just really came about after Charlottesville, and I thought it was a good message. And quite honestly, I like the clothes and this stuff, so I went that route. I feel like it's never, you can never say too much stuff for equality for everybody, in this country. And I think that message needs to be passed on constantly.
If I can say something, it's always it's part of our job. Athletes, being athletes at this level, we're viewed as role models for a lot of the people. I have a lot of followers in Romania. Jules has a lot of followers in Curacao and Holland, and they're following you. And they also, it's nice to send this message and spread it, because you have a lot of people that look up to you. And Jules is an outspoken guy. He'll talk more than other players. But I think as role models for the generations that are behind us, the young generation, it's important to see that as well. We're not just athletes competing, for slams and prize money and glory. It's all starts with sports. We try to compete in sports and get better and improve and all that. And in the locker room, everybody's the same. We're all friends and we all compete against each other. We say congrats and we move on. It's no hard feelings, no anger in between us. Doesn't matter, and it's good to send that message outside to the world.
And lastly, to piggyback off that, it's. Like everybody, you go on my Instagram thingy. I only have 6,000 followers. Horia has a lot more. What I'm saying, and I play doubles. I don't have the platform that Rafa has. I don't want his name coming up anywhere in this thing, by the way. But we do have everybody has a platform, and you guys that everybody has it. So I think it's important that everybody do their job or do their part, and that's how you make either change or progress, because. We do it, and maybe I change 5 people's minds, but it's a step in the right direction. Horia does it and changes 15 because he has more following. But we all have a platform, and we have to be conscious of our actions and respectful of each other.
Speaking of athletes having a platform, this is being the 20th anniversary of Arthur Ashe's, the naming of the stadium. What do you think about his platform around HIV and AIDS?
I think Arthur Ashe is awesome. I went to UCLA, so our medical center, it's Arthur Ashe Center there. So I grew up, and once you're in UCLA, you hear his name all the time. And unbelievable person, and the stuff that he did, not only for tennis players, for in general. And I also participated in a charity event with Elton John, and I think Venus was there, and Andy Roddick was there, Isner was there, and that was for promotion or for HIV as well. So again, trying to do our part. I think Arthur Ashe is unbelievable person in that regard, and how he handled it, and how he tried to pass on the lessons, and he was unlucky, but he did the best he could for sure, and we have tremendous respect for him. I walk around UCLA every time I go there, and it's Arthur Ashe stuff everywhere, deservedly so, So 20th anniversary, and it all comes together. It's very nice, and I hope his message is passed along as well.
Thank you, everyone. If you could just hold your seats, we have an important trophy presentation. So we're starting a new U.S. Open tradition and initiative here. In addition to thanking our tremendous champions, we're going to be thanking their teams and coaches as well. So we're going to ask Stacey Allister, our the USTA's Chief Executive of Professional Tennis. Andre representing this fine team right here. And if you gentlemen wouldn't mind coming up and a new trophy.
Is this guy getting a trophy?
For coaches and teams.
You guys did the
All right.
You didn't try to bring right here.
Come over to the front, guys. Sorry. Jess, come over to the front here. Just so we can get a quick shot.
Sorry, sorry's not as big.
Doesn't matter. I'm so grateful to receive this, and I'm so grateful for them for giving me the opportunity to be part of this amazing team. They are the most amazing guys I ever met. I had 6 amazing weeks with them, and all this period I told them just one thing.
All the way.
Yeah. And I believe in this trophy from the day I left. Everybody was asking me when you will be back home, and I said on 12th September because I knew the final will be on 10th. I was not sure, and everybody was joking and they were saying you'll come earlier, and I said no, I'll come with the trophy. So here we are.
You come with your own trophy.
Come with your own trophy.
This is the best day ever. I'm a physio, and I remember this day every moment in my whole life, and now I think we are brothers. I love those guys.
Very good.
Thank you.
I can tell you one thing that we will do definitely wouldn't be
smile if you guys don't mind.
or serving or anything without this
Just a
guy.
nice
Do you want their
post
trophies as
smile.
well? Yeah.
Chris,
Would you
yeah.
guys grab your trophy? There we go.
Great.
Should we do this?
There we go.
Double cup.
Maybe just his, or
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah. It's good? No?
Let's see how it works. Oh, yeah.
You get in the middle.
We'll do a
Get
few.
in-
This is a nice start.
That's nice right
Very
there.
good. Big smiles on us. Perfect.
let's get one with Andre in the middle somehow.
There you go. Okay. Congrats, guys.
Pretty good. And then, yep, that works. You guys look like you know what you're doing. This is
Now we just put the
fantastic.
champagne in there.
Big smiles on us. Everybody good? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, guys.
Any other shots?
Appreciate it, fellas. Well done. Congratulations. But what you said was very nice. Thank you very much. Way to go, man. Can't believe. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is just ATT is going to ask you.